RNG, you keep proving me wrong, and I'm happy about it. Yeah. If you keep proving me wrong this way, great. Hi. Name's Sebastian, and this is Vision and Isle, the road to MSI, where I watch every 12 regions playoff series for those who are competing in MSI, including that one and this one here, where congratulations to the 9th team to have qualified for MSI, Royal Never GiveUp. They probably qualified around the same time as the next one we're going to watch, but I have a priority list of things to watch. That being said, round of applause. Beautiful. So, FunPlus Phoenix that was on a terror, on a roll. Lose at the grand finals is real unfortunate. A little sad tear. But RNG here. Royal Never Give Up. Some good shit. I'm not gonna lie, this is really solid. I enjoyed the diversity of everything. Royal Never Give Up had solid vision across the board from start, middle, and end. Which, holy Toledo Joes. And if things had not gone the way that they did in Game 1, I would not have been surprised if this would have been a 3-0. My cat wants me. Hello. Yeah, no, I honestly think that this could have been a 3-0. A little surprised it wasn't. Couple of things to note. One, I'm not a fan of the fact that FunPlus Phoenix seem to have played the same composition type for 2 games in a row. But you know, they saw it work in Game 2 for Royal Never Give Up, and they thought they would try it. You take it as it is. I also think that the players in both sides, the skill expression is through the roof this game. Like, some of the plays being made are absolutely ludicrous. Like, holy smokes. I couldn't, like... Literally, one of my notes here is, what is nuggery? I can also appreciate the fact that they decide to play complicated and simple compositions, because they are high-level team. I'd rather see high-level teams do it than low-level teams, because I can see that high-level teams will pick simple when it makes sense for them, and not just pick high-level, complicated compositions because it matches the tier list in their head. Great. Super enjoyed that. And honestly, this gives me a lot of faith in this particular region, because like FunPlus was literally just tearing it up throughout from like low to the high point. 3-0'd RNG, if everybody remembers that. So technically the final score is 7-3, so you know, maybe we should, or 4-3, so maybe no, okay, I'm not gonna go there. But this was some fun stuff to watch. There were points where I forgot to write the notes. The support player Ming got a quadra kill. That was hilarious. So, also, to add on to that, there are moments where I'm, like in Game 2, the entire early game itself looks incredibly chaotic, but it's all of the teams realizing that if they want to take an advantage from something the other team did and to answer it right away, that there's like this limited amount of time that they have to do it. So it's literally like, oh, this team did this, so we got to do this now, and then they're like, oh, they're doing this, so we got to do this and this and this and this and this, and it compounded into a lot of events that looked like it was never stopping. And to the surface level, that just looked like pure chaos. But like pure chaos and this organized like mishmash of like proper moves, I guess are kind of indistinguishable if you don't spend that time leaning into it, because there are moments where like this series also had those pure chaos moments where people are just kind of like going all over the place as opposed to just like consecutive actions one after the other that are proper responses. But there are more of the former than there were of the latter in this particular series. And this honestly I think is my favorite series of the whole bunch. I haven't, there's 3 left for me to watch, but out of the 73 series that I've watched, out of the 77 that exist, and I'm only watching 76, we'll watch the third place match for Vietnam some other time as a bonus maybe, when I have the free time for it. But this right now, this is definitely my favorite series. It's a lot of fun, a lot of high skill expressions, a lot of very good, thoughtful setups. I think FunPlus, however, dropped the ball on a lot of the aspects. Like, they weren't as solid on the neutral objective setups. Granted, most of the time it was like RNG that got to it, and they usually were the ones that are properly setting it up. I have very minor nitpicks at times for the ways that neutral objectives were set up, but considering how most of the time things were happening so quickly and answers were done, none of them stayed at neutral objectives too long if they realized that they had not set it up properly. And I think that's what I appreciated, is that very rarely these teams ever skipped steps. Even if it looks like everything is rushed and go, 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 it just means that they're efficient with the amount of time that they're spending onto the map. So what does this mean? Well, okay, we're going to go. I put RNG number 1. They are the favorites. It just tells me right now, because RNG when they lost were very passive and not proactive, and this time they were very proactive. Both teams were very proactive. There was no time for passivity. That any team that just dilly daddles and waits forever is going to get swept under the rug. It is a very team fight oriented situation. Like the patches, we're playing on patch what, 11.10? Yeah, that sounds right. I'll double check. But let's see, wiki, cool, Wikipedia, international, offline, does it tell me what patch we're playing on? 11.9, okay, cool, with Gwen and Viego disabled. So like, it's not that far off from the patches. There were some key differences, so there's definitely going to be some new priority picks, or at least some shift in how the priorities are done. But I don't think there's going to be a big enough change to the meta itself that I see anybody being the favorites outside of RNG. And the only closest competitor that I see out of the two is Damwon. Now, I kind of wished that FunPlus won, because then there would have been the entirety of 2020's World Champions roster into MSI, but like top lane or somewhere else facing them. But, you know, we get what we get. And you know what? I kind of enjoy this. RNG was number 1 for the entire split. Ended up finishing the playoffs number 1. Even if it's through the losers bracket, I think they really needed it, because you can tell that from like the passive play style didn't work for them, and they got slowly and surely better at playing more and more proactive. And honestly, that's great. I love it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good series. I recommend watching it. It's fairly short. A lot of the games are like less than 35 minutes. Some games are less than 25 minutes. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Next up, we got the Pacific for their finals. The rematch of, Paris Saint-Germain versus Beyond Gaming. I mean, I was wrong for the FunPlus Phoenix versus Royal Never GiveUp rematch, but you know, I'm still pretty sure it's going to be Paris Saint-Germain. It's probably going to be PSG, but we'll see. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.